For many years, Paul Skyberry, the founder of Faith Foundation Liberia, has dedicated his life and resources to building leaders in Africa. His foundations provide scholarships for students across Liberia and other parts of Africa. At a young age, Paul started out as a little child laborer, breaking stones and selling it to make a living. He later realized that stone breaking was not a successful business strategy, but rather modern child slavery in the 21st century. While running away from the civil war in his home Liberia, he experienced tremendous suffering across Africa. Today, he is an award-winning author, a mentor, a motivational leadership life coach. He believes that a person can become a better leader by understanding the core values spelled out through his leadership teaching. Qualities such as influence, assertiveness, adaptability, conscientiousness are cited as the most important qualities in books written by Paul. Ambassador Paul Skyberry has taken lead in supporting to solve some of the leadership problems in his community, his home country Liberia and other parts of Africa. So he is now going around Africa providing his own funds and carry on management leadership workshop empowering the new generation. The purpose of his leadership style is to influence and encourage people from the grassroots, local communities, religious groups, the NGOs and local government to get actively involved in the new generation of leaders to take over and lead Africa in the right direction. He believes that Africa will only rise because of the qualities of our leaders. That is why his new empowerment strategy is to refresh the people of the nations to overcome leadership challenges and transform Africa. To invite a new breed of leaders that will lead by positive example and become the frontrunner in the new generations of leaders in Africa. Faith Foundation's leader shared the visions with his spiritual mother and partners in the United States, Bishop Dr. Rosetta Cox, founder of the Cox Evangelistic Ministry in Virginia Beach. Dr. Cox connected associate partners from other states all around the US, such as Bridges of the Gap in Virginia Beach, Christ Lamps Ministries in North Carolina, Dr. Gary and Tyler of Virginia, Medley Family Care Group, also known as Mama Shoes, in Pennsylvania.
Time retyping ads and designing flyers? Imagine a world where your marketing is seamless, professional, and always on point. Unlock the power of your brand with Data Charlie MSP. Introducing Data Charlie MSP, your new secret weapon in digital marketing. We handle everything from the initial concept to the final production of your digital ads and video promos. Why choose Data Charlie MSP? Because we're not just about making ads, we're about making your ads stand out. We ensure your message hits the mark every time, reaching the right audience with precision. Forget the hassle of repetitive tasks, such as retyping ads in your various social media groups or outlets. With our team of experts, you get creative solutions that are tailored to meet the unique needs of your business. Think of the time you'll save and the increase in efficiency you'll gain. Data Charlie MSP allows you to focus on what truly matters, growing your business and engaging with your customers. Every second counts in today's fast-paced market. Don't let manual processes slow you down. Let Data Charlie MSP elevate your brand with cutting-edge marketing technology. Ready to transform your marketing strategy? It's time to say goodbye to the old ways and hello to high-impact, captivating video promos and digital ads that drive results. Hello everyone, act now and take the first step towards a more dynamic and effective marketing approach with Data Charlie MSP. Elevate your brand today and watch your business thrive like never before. Call Data Charlie on 1-833-202-9553 or email info@datacharlie.com. Remember, at Data Charlie, technology becomes reality.
So we see in the background.
Okay, maybe she's here.
Oh,
She's
okay.
here.
It's coming in. Okay. All right.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So you could just mute your background once you are not speaking. You just mute your background so we can have distractions from the back. Are you getting us, Mambao? Mambao, are you getting us? Mambao, are you getting us?
But I'm hearing you
Mambao,
clear,
see?
brother.
Yeah, but what if Mambao is getting us? Okay, okay. So okay, so let me welcome Charles, Howell, and Mambao Cannon.
Thank you, and we're happy to be here.
Okay, so Mambao, welcome. Are you getting me very loud and clear? Mambao is seems to be she's out. Okay, guys, let me officially welcome our viewers, those that have joined us here on Nexus Conversation Live. We am having my co-host, Mel Augustine Noah, and Charles Howell, who's uh, representing and is the he will better introduce himself because I don't want to do that before um I fall in trouble with him because he's on my before he hold me in contempt. So we want to say that Mr. Charles, you're welcome to Nexus conversation. I believe that we're gonna have a very heated conversation around Liberia. Today we are talking about sanitation. We are talking about having a clean and green city. As you may know, Liberia has grappled with the issues of cleanliness. I remember sometimes last year, the then European Union ambassador to Liberia, Lauren De La Ruz, said that Liberia or Monrovia is the most disgusting city that he has served in and the most dirtiest cities that he has seen throughout his ambassadorial service across Africa and Europe. So today, Charles Howard will be talking more about Liberia cleanliness and how we can devise means and strategies as well as enable CBOs and SMEs to help in the cleaning up of the city. So, Mr. Howard, thank you so much for joining us, and it's a pleasure having you on another note.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Perkins. Boy, I'm glad to be here again on a different topic, and it's always exciting when we interacting with you and the co-host, Augustine. Nice to meet you again. And then I hope our man from Kigali will also be here. We're having
Yeah,
some
sure, sure.
offline chats yesterday
Mhm.
too. Yes, again, I'm happy to be here.
Okay. Well, today, what is it we ought to discuss about cleaning Liberia logistics? How do you call the name again? How do you call the name?
Cleaning Liberia logistics. And
Okay, cleaning Liberia logistics.
yeah,
Can you give us a brief history of what is it about and what does it involve itself with?
well, it's simple. We want to get involved in all the other entities working towards trying to get Liberia cleaned up. And it was sad to hear the former ambassador say Liberia is the dirtiest place he ever served and what have you. Uh, Factually, it's true. So we have to accept you know, our criticism. But let's go past that. So what we thought about was with my friends, other people, we thought
Can you
about how we
adjust
can
your
get
camera?
involved.
Please
Huh?
adjust your camera a little bit upwards. Please adjust your camera and like you can okay.
Is
Okay.
it okay now?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Hello? Charlie, can you adjust it again? Oh, man, where are you getting me?
Yes, I'm hearing you clear.
Manway,
Loud and clear.
yeah, so
Yes,
Manway,
yes.
we are having some sticky issue with Charles. So today they will be talking about cleaning Liberia logistics, given the historicity around garbage, especially in the last years. And, I remember going to school, commuting through red light to make my way to school. The part of died like a mountain right in the heart of red light, where people are sitting, where people are standing, where people are selling, where people are eating in the garbage. Now we're Gustin Noah. What are your thoughts on the issue of waste management in Liberia, especially in Painesville City and Monrovia?
Yeah, Perkins, I think you've said it all. We've seen these things over the years. From the day we saw ourselves in Monrovia, from the day we saw ourselves in the heart of the cities. We've known these things, seeing dice all over the streets, from communities to broader areas like Red Light and Monrovia itself, Central Monrovia itself. And yeah, so my thought on this is that first thing first, that it is very harmful to the health of the people in that surrounding. It is harmful to the soil. It is harmful to the atmosphere in terms of the air that are being breathed in. So I think it is very harmful. So I have really support or embrace any organization company that that will bring up ideas about this waste management, solid waste management, how it can be um, how waste can be eradicated or taken from the heart of the city, or just managing these waste in a way that we can have a cleaner city than what we currently have or the what we've been having over the years. So I think that any organization of such is up to something that will benefit Liberians, it will benefit our kids, it will benefit our next generation, and it will benefit the soil as well, protecting it from it being damaged and from it being destroyed. So yeah, I have support in any organization that is within that light of solid waste management.
Okay, wow, that's really good. We'll look at it from the India perspective in the future. But we have online the member from cleaning Liberia logistic, Mambao Kanin. Welcome to Nexus Conversation Live here on this broadcast. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Mambao, are you getting me? Mambao, are you getting me? Well, Mambao seems not to be getting me, so we will take up from there. Well, now we're going Noah as it relates to how other governments, especially, always love to do comparative analysis about what is happening in other countries, what improvements other countries have made towards getting the city clean. Unfortunately, we haven't had my man Laveto Pewala from Kigali, because Kigali, Rwanda, was considered or is considered one of the cleanest cities in Africa. We want to do some kind of a comparative analysis in terms of taking care of the garbage, uh, maintaining the garbage, and the waste management as a whole. I mean, how is it done differently than what has been done here in Liberia, given your traveling history?
Thank you, Perkins. I'm not going to give full detail concerning this about India, but I'm going to give my experience and I'm going to tell you about what I've noticed and my
Okay.
little idea on how they've been managing their waste. Even though they are in-depth information or in-depth activities that have helped them over the years to maintain a cleaner street. But I think they have made the 3 hours of solid waste management a common thing. They have made the 3 hours of solid waste management a very common thing. I did include of the recycle, recreation, or something. It's a 3 hours of solid waste management. It has been made a common thing in India where the waste are being recycled, right? So most of the materials they use are reusable materials. They have dustbins around in almost every area you enter from homes. If I could just get outside my room, I could show you a lot of trash cans out there right now. Every door.
We are losing you, Miawe. We are losing you. We are losing you, Miawe. Okay. Mambao, again, I want to welcome you and also our viewers. We want to say, please, you can help us to share this live broadcast. You can help us to also react to the live broadcast and also leave relevant comments. I'm seeing Ambassador Kia Benedict Brown is asking, how can one be part? Just quite an hour ago, I shared a link wherein you can apply using that link to form part of our dialogue. On Wednesday, we'll be breaking a youth dialogue on entrepreneurship and development, the role, reimagining the role of young people in Liberia's drive towards development. So you can join, you can be part of that conversation on Wednesday by going to that link, clicking that link, and register your intent to form part of the conversation. We are hoping to have 10 young people to talk about entrepreneurship, to talk about development, to talk about the role of young people in the developmental drive of Liberia. So you can form part of that conversation. On this note, I want to welcome Mambao, who's a member of the Cleaning Liberia Logistic. Mambao, I want to say welcome to this next conversation live.
Thank you, Perkins.
Well, it has been a long time, and I'm very happy seeing you.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. So, what's up today? What is it about cleaning up cleaning Liberia logistic? What are you people involved with, and what are the things that you people in turn to do as entity?
Well, cleaning labor, cleaning labor logistics is a enterprise that is involved into collecting garbage from homes, schools, shops, and offices. We have a dream of, cleaning Liberia in the next 15 years to come.
Wow. So your
Liberia will have
goals.
to talk about, yeah,
So that could be the only. Okay.
yeah, that
Let me hold you there. You are breaking in. Let me get Charles Howard, who also is a brand behind this cleaning Liberia logistics. Mr. Charles Howard, what are the problems you people are looking forward
yeah,
to solve? Charlie, which problem you people want to solve?
Well,
Which
generally, we want to
yeah.
solve the environmental and the garbage problem that will lead to better health for our people in the community. Okay? Uh, it's about time that we stop waiting for government to come to everything because we have tried our trick before and it has not worked. No offense to this government, But the trash, the way the city is today, it was not this government that brought it there. So governments have come and gone, did not empower our people through knowledge and awareness to do what we need to do sufficiently. Or if they did not provide the location, the opportunity for them to dispose of the garbage and things like that. So we can't wait. So we decided to come together and form this business where we're going to go to communities, okay, and be orderly, have unique people, uniform, respectable young people. They will come to your home, ask you if you want to have your garbage clean every week. You say yes, you sign up, you pay your fees, and we guarantee that every week during the time designated, we will come there and collect your garbage. We're also going to go to the city corporation and public works to work with them, get all of the communities approved that we're going to be working in. So once we get those approval completed, then we're going to start engaging the community. Now, the first thing is that we're not just going to jump into the community, say we're here. No, we're going to create an awareness first, an educational awareness. We're going to come to your community. Let's say you live in Pinsville, Joba, or Cinco Oro, Joba, right? So we're going to come to your community, create awareness, explain to you about the advantages and disadvantages of a dirty and a clean community, show you the health risk. Because everything that happened to people in Liberia, they said, I wish. The only selling for market, the environment is dirty. The fly coming from the garbage, sitting her food, her piece of cassava she eating. She didn't care, she eat it, she gets sick, and she died. And they said, I wish because her market making $1 million. We got to get away from that nonsense. Okay? So we'll first educate the community about the disadvantages of all these things and the advantages of having a clean environment. Once they are educated and made aware, then we give them an offer, an opportunity, or an outlet. Now, you can put your garbage in a specific location. So we're going to talk with the community leaders as well. Listen, we're going to be collecting garbage from here. Can you identify a central location where everybody can either bring their garbage, or if you want the garbage to pick up from in front of your house, we can provide garbage containers for you, and you put your garbage in, and we decide what days of the week we pick up the garbage from there. So if the community gave us a location, then we'll say every day, take your garbage there in the evening. Don't take it there in the morning, because when you're walking through the community, all that scent, all that nastiness, the flies, all affecting people. Maybe take it there in the evening, where everybody closing the day, and dump it there. Or put it in your garbage container. Only put it outside on this day. We'll come to pick it up. So once those systems are put in place, then we have our team will come by on the specified days and collect the garbage and take it to the designated location the city corporation or public works going to show us, give us to dump the trash, and we'll put it there. Going to be insecticide everything and dispose of. The brother was talking about recycling. That would be a good central location for anybody who want to get involved in recycling now to go there and collect the garbage and convert it into even energy. You know, the garbage can be converted into energy usage. They're doing it around the world. You see, so that makes it consistent. You're not just being put anywhere for anything to happen, fly just coming. So that's the step we hope to take. So we're taking it one day at a time. People say, well, we pay them. Yes, nothing is free. Okay, even the life you're living is not free. You got to breathe. You got to do the right thing to live on earth. So we Liberians got to graduate from that free thing business, because it's not like that in the rest of the world. So we're going to come to the community, educate the community first, then we'll put the people on the field to come and collect the garbage and clean it. That will lead to a cleaner environment, a safer environment, and we hope that the health and sanitation of the people, the community, of the population will start to improve and grow from that point. So no ambassador can come and tell us the Liberia, the dirtiest country I ever served in again. We want to avoid that statement ever again.
Well, that sounds very ambitious. But what I want to know is that as to whether you people did an assessment of the current garbage condition in Liberia, and like I heard you talking about you people raising awareness and providing some sort of education to people who you're going to be reaching out to as your clients. What are some of the mechanisms or the assessment that has been done in terms of waste management that you people are going to be on top of your game rather than what has already been done. I continue to see dirt and garbage all in the streets in Monrovia.
So what we're going to do first is that on our first phase, which Mambao is working on, she's the head of the whole team. We're going to do an assessment. Okay, we're going to send a team out. We're going to have them go out with their digital devices, their tablet. In fact, let me show you something right here. I've already have these things in place. We've ordered several tablets and things we're going to send. We're going to bring to Liberia. I'm going to put all the applications on it, so they will go to the field and look at the community, because public works or city corporation will ask us which community you identify. So our team going to go first on a need assessment, see where it is work, because there are other groups that are operating and we don't want to duplicate efforts. So we want to go to communities that already need it. So they will go on the field with a tablet and take pictures, record the data, everything, and then bring it back indoors, and then we'll assess the condition of that area. Is it critical? Is it at the highest peak of disaster, something like that? Then with that data we collected, we'll be able to identify the areas that need to be served, and we go from there like that, based on the data collection. But we have a team getting in place, and we're going to start conducting training for them to use the application I have developed to go on the field. I developed a mobile app that they will take on the field on a tablet and do all the data recording for everything we need, and they will send it in. We'll have the data on our screen, we analyze it, and boom, we're ready to go and say, okay, Monrovia City, we want to go to Pinsville, Joba, or want to go to EW, or want to go to Sinkoff, 14th Street, this community, blah, blah, like that. Because we've done the assessment, we have the data, and the data prove that this community is at the highest risk. So the city commission say, okay, yes or no, take it and go do your work there. Then we'll identify the team to go there and do the work. That's the strategy we're using.
Wow, that sounds amazing. We will take my colleague, my co-host, Meanwhile, Gustin Noah. Is there any question you want to ask relating to the topic what you're discussing? Is there any clarity?
Not much of a question. I just want to appreciate them as I always did in the past interviews. I think they are doing extremely well. I think they have their vision, and I think they are working towards their goals to make Liberia clean. It's a step-by-step process. It's not going to be done in a single day. Simple can say room must not be in one day. So as they wish and are working towards the cleanness of Liberia, I might follow them. I will follow them to see how far it goes, but I'm going to wish in the best. So I'm not going to question right now. I'm just going to follow and support them.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, we
So
get
then
there. We'll get there.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Meanwhile, Augustine Noah, for that. Charlie, we've known that there are several challenges that comes with the issue of waste management, because it has beaten hands down government past and present. As a let's say as a C, no, is it a CBO or a SME or small medium enterprise, or is a community based organization? First, before I ask the question I want to ask.
It's a small medium enterprise, and it's not going to be, again, it's not going to be free, because we have to compensate our team. It's a small medium enterprise. We hope that it can grow bigger than that, but we're going to start from there. In the flip side, also, people think that cleaning garbage is a bad thing, but in America, some communities, they pay you 35 to 40 bucks an hour. They just hang on the garbage truck, and you're not even touching the trash. The trash can there, they got a machine, you just take it and dump it in the truck, and you're getting 35 bucks an hour. So young people who are walking around looking for employment, that'll be an opportunity for us to also engage in the camp and start doing something, get an allowance like that. So it's a small business, medium business enterprise. We're going to start growing from there. How far it goes, we'll leave that up to the old man and our work.
Well, that sounds interesting. Yeah, you can go ahead, Melly.
Okay, so I just want to ask a question. Charles, has there been any thought about, because I think most of our homes in Liberia don't think about getting garbage, trash cans. They don't think about getting things to put a diet in. They just want you to go and pick it up from the houses. I know that you already enlightened most of the customers on getting a dustbin or a trash can. But have you ever thought about providing your customers a more preferable, a better trash can, something that you don't have to really get into the tight. You can just pick up from the trash can. Have you ever thought about it, like providing for them at least?
Yes, we have that. In fact, 2 or 3 Fridays
Well,
ago,
let me answer that.
uh, yeah, Mamba, we can answer that.
For now, as we are starting, we'll start with the trash bin, the one you can put a dye in. But in future to comes, we'll start using technology to collect the garbage because we want to introduce a smart waste system wherein you will put your dye in a dustbin and then it will suppress it. They got the solar trash compactor. The solar trash compactor, that one you can get a solar panel on top of it. It can suppress it and it is very much environmentally friendly. So for now, we'll start using a trash bin and we'll be giving trash bags to them. The garbage bag. We'll change the garbage bag consistently. Each time we collect the garbage, we'll change it consistently. And we'll also be giving them gloves.
and
Okay,
and, al-
well,
and also they will have like you said, they will have
Well,
trash
well,
bin. Like last 2 weeks ago, we made a donation to a group called Remains at the Ministry of Transport. We get them garbage containers and things like that. It's on our website. So we started from there. We want to try to gradually move them into that area where they don't have to come in touch with the trash like that. Teaching them how to cover the trash, how to seal it up when they put it in the trash, but the digital compression, all that kind of stuff like that. So we got a whole series of things playing. We're working on it. So when we roll out, we don't find ourselves wanting. But equally so, we'll be encouraging people to give us some more idea and strategy to go forward.
well, that
very,
sounds
very
Yeah.
great.
well.
That,
I'm
with
And
sorry.
that
also
being said,
if we happen to get our own dumping site on the road, because while the first thing we'll do awareness. We'll teach people how to handle the garbages. Even if you having a garbage near your house, we'll teach you how to handle those garbages until we can come for it. Because sometimes some people they will clean fish and all these things and put it in that thing and then it will start to smell. We'll teach people how to handle these things.
okay,
Okay, so Perkins,
yeah, you can
sorry,
ask.
the topic is become the topic is becoming interesting. I just want to go a
Yeah,
bit deeper in my question because you
yeah,
said
sure.
something about having their personal dump site. I just want to know what type of dump site you guys will want to have. Because there are different types of dump sites, or there are different ways to manage this waste at different dump sites. So I just want to get an idea. Um, these questions are for the people that are listening to us to understand what you really want to do.
Yeah.
So I just want to know what have you considered, or what type of dumpster have you considered to have as a small business, small entrepreneur, whatever enterprise it is. What thought have you given your dump site? The type you want? How is it going to affect the community? How is it going to affect the soil? Is it going to be environment? Is it going to cause environmental hazards? What would be the limitation to the hazards? I just want to understand these things.
So the vision
Yeah.
is that, and that's when we will seek international support, because what we want to do is that, I said, we'll ask a community leader to show us a general dump site, right, in the community. So what we want to do is to, first of all, build that place securely, in fence that little place first, and then put or we call a covered bin in there. So to bring the trash, we say you got to put your trash in the bin between 6 and 7 p.m. You got to be there, because 7 o'clock, we seal it up. You see, we don't want to open all night like that. So we're going towards that end. But initially, we don't have those kind of those kind of big dead beam yet. So we want to encourage and we look for fundings to build or trash center with a wall around it, and put a little, a scarf over it like that. When people come, they can dump the trash in there. We also will try to get insecticide to spray the place every time to kill the bugs and flies, and spread it all around the place like that until we get to that point. That's why we will have a big carry the trash at least 2 or 3 times a week, because we don't want it to stay there a whole 7 days and generate all that festive, rotten stuff like that. So as often as possible, we arrange the number of days we go to each community and clear the trash from there. But initially, we think about putting something around there. So that will work with the community as well. You see, because the community have to be involved. If they give us the location and they're able to register and pay the service fees on time, we can use that funds now to construct a place where they can kind of dump the trash. Those who want trash bin, we give it to you. You only bring it out on the day we're picking up your trash. You don't just put it outside there. It got to be behind your house. It also will be sealed up as well.
Well,
All right, thank
okay.
you.
Yeah, so thank you, Charlie, for that clarity that you just provided. I'm sure you are aware of the conditions that is within Liberia, and then you are coming up with a solution to those problems that we are facing in Liberia. But one of the questions that I'm concerned about: when do we expect this initiative to kickstart? I mean, what are mechanisms? How far are you people to start the ball rolling with cleaning with the process?
Right now, we've already engaged those the new model of the dumb keke, the dumpster one. We've already engaged a few of them already. We've spoken to the company to supply us. Also, we're waiting for the registration process to get completed by our team that is handling that part, because we don't want to go to city corporation or public waste and then we are not completed the registration. Secondly, we are in-house planning right now, having series of meetings, going to have series of orientation, series of training for our team, identify the guys that will be on the field. We have our ID cards created, designed already. We've identified all of the things, like the gloves, the shovels, and things that we need. We're identifying those things. So once we get that official registration from government, then we prepare to get in motion. So in order to get in motion, we in the background, we're working on acquiring all those things. So give and take, all things being equal. Okay, we're not saying this is written in stone. We just say all things being equal. We hope we can start coming to the community at the end of September or October latest. Because first we're going to start educating people. We're not going to come say, oh, come pick up your trash and carry it. No, we're going to educate the community. But we're working hard to start rolling out before that time. But all things being equal, we should be able to come out at the end of September, latest in the middle of October, somewhere around there. So we'll be ready to rock and roll.
Okay, well, having said that, we will take a quick break and then we will come back and then we will continue from where we've stopped.
For many years, Paul Skyberry, the founder of Faith Foundation Liberia, has dedicated his life and resources to building leaders in Africa. His foundations provide scholarships for students across Liberia and other parts of Africa. At a young age, Paul started out as a little child laborer, breaking stones and selling it to make a living. He later realized that stone breaking was not a successful business strategy, but rather modern child slavery in the 21st century. While running away from the civil war in his home Liberia, he experienced tremendous suffering across Africa. Today, he is an award-winning author, a mentor, a motivational leadership life coach. He believes that a person can become a better leader by understanding the core values spelled out through his leadership teaching. Qualities such as influence, assertiveness, adaptability, conscientiousness are cited as the most important qualities in books written by Paul. Ambassador Paul Skyberry has taken lead in supporting to solve some of the leadership problems in his community, his home country Liberia and other parts of Africa. So he is now going around Africa providing his own funds and carry on management leadership workshop empowering the new generation. The purpose of his leadership style is to influence and encourage people from the grassroots, local communities, religious groups, the NGOs and local governments to get actively involved in the new generation of leaders to take over and lead Africa in the right direction. He believes that Africa will only rise because of the qualities of our leaders. That is why
Much time retyping ads and designing flyers? Imagine a world where your marketing is seamless, professional, and always on point. Unlock the power of your brand with Data Charlie MSP. Introducing Data Charlie MSP, your new secret weapon in digital marketing. We handle everything from the initial concept to the final production of your digital ads and video promos. Why choose Data Charlie MSP? Because we're not just about making ads, we're about making your ads stand out. We ensure your message hits the mark every time, reaching the right audience with precision. Forget the hassle of repetitive tasks, such as retyping ads in your various social media groups or outlets. With our team of experts, you get creative solutions that are tailored to meet the unique needs of your business. Think of the time you'll save and the increase in efficiency you'll gain. Data Charlie MSP allows you to focus on what truly matters, growing your business and engaging with your customers. Every second counts in today's fast-paced market. Don't let manual processes slow you down. Let Data Charlie MSP elevate your brand with cutting-edge marketing technology. Ready to transform your marketing strategy? It's time to say goodbye to the old ways and hello to high-impact, captivating video promos and digital ads that drive results. Hello everyone, act now and take the first step towards a more dynamic and effective marketing approach with Data Charlie MSP. Elevate your brand today and watch your business thrive like never before. Call Data Charlie on 1-833-202-9553 or email info@datacharlie.com. Remember, at Data Charlie, technology becomes reality.
Well, thank you so much, and thanks for joining us. Data Charlie and Mambao, you guys have brought a whole lot to this conversation, Nexus Conversation Live, and it's good that we're having this perspective of our conversation around sanitation. As we know, one of the government's priorities in the arrest agenda has to do with sanitation. That tells you the importance of sanitation in this in the government drive. And think you already started the ball rolling. I remember you saying you have engaged with authorities, those that are key in terms of your implementation of this your program by engaging with the city government. I am also concerned about sustainability. I mean, I'm really concerned about sustainability. What are your thoughts? What have you put in place in terms of sustainability? Because we are seeing that institutions such as yours will come, and then community dwellers will garner hope in that institution to sort of trust them for the collection of garbage. But let me say this: Liberians want to pay for garbage collection. Let me say this: Liberians want to pay for garbage collection. Liberians don't want to see garbage to where they are selling, to where they are living. But then they don't have that company or that entity who is sincere enough to live according to the terms and conditions. And in most cases, these institutions will collect money for community dwellers and they don't take the garbage based on agreement. So the question is, what reliability are you coming with, and what is the sustainability plan if you begin operation here in Liberia?
That's why I said initially when we were working on our team, first thing, we're getting our team prepared when it comes to discipline, respect, and honesty. You go on the field, you have to respect the people that you're dealing with every minute of the day. Second thing is that the sustainability financially comes from the fees the community will pay to sustain the services. They have to pay for the service. It's not going to be costly, but they can afford that. Then we want to have the right equipment to make sure we respond to what they pay for. Because when you pay for services, you must get those services there with you. We're going to do that. But last but not least, we're also going to be scouting for other support from other agencies around the country, around the globe, community leaders. If anybody in the country feel that, after some time, this group is doing very well, let me help them. You want to donate any kind of equipment or tools, you're welcome to talk to Mambao, talk to me, or talk to Sam, the guys on the team in Monrovia. They will be able to let you know where you can help in any way. but we want to start the ball rolling. Thirdly, to sustain the organization also is a two-way street. First, the community has to prepare to work with us. They cannot be degrading and denigrating us when we come to the field, because we want to do our best to respond to them. But it's also our responsibility to show them our respect. So if we come to your house and we say, hey, we're here to get, to talk to you about the garbage removal and what have you, we got to be respectful. The guy's supposed to be clean, dressed properly, neatly groomed. Not coming there some talks from somewhere else, talking all kinds of foolish way. No. So we're going to work on our team on the field, give them the training to make sure that when they get out there, they're representing us honestly. That way now, the community will see that they are honest and they are respectful. The community also respect. Respect is a two-way street. You respect me, I respect you. So we want to implement that idea. So we work on our team. We have a guy who will be responsible to coordinate the team field, the team or the field team. He's going to be on top of them like crazy, making sure everywhere they go, they're doing the right thing. You're going to have his mobile device that can show you and go with them, making sure they clean the dirt on time. They speak to the customer on time. When they pass through a community, he's going to drive or go through their eyes. The guys came to the years. How did you see their work? Any problem? Any complaint? Anything like that? So when we start to build these different lines of production or productivity, the community will respond. But we also, again, expect the community to respect us. Not because the children clean the trash, so they are nobody. No, they have to remember that what they're doing going to impact your health, sustainability. You just had a baby, mosquitoes, malaria, fever, all will come if you don't have a clean environment. So if our guys are there cleaning it for you, please give them the respect. That's why we're going to go around the community before we even start picking any trash up, to create that awareness in the community and engage them. If it means we call them to a town meeting, fine, and present to them everything that's going to happen. Let them ask questions. Let them get to know our team, who we designated. They always have an ID card to identify them, or phone number on our ID card. You can talk to any one of us anytime. Mambao, me, or Joe, anyone, Sam, any one of them. Any complaint, we take it serious. So that way, when that discipline is implemented, the sustainability becomes very strong, because the community will do our best to maintain her side the bargain, and we will do our best to maintain our side the work. So that way, we all flow successfully.
Well, thank you so much. That is a splendid presentation of what we expect to see in terms of service deliverable. And on that note, I want to welcome Mr. Joseph Tamba, who just joined us. Sir, thank you so much for joining us. Okay, I think his device is loading.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, are you there?
It's spinning, so maybe you come back. You kind of
Okay, yeah,
amazing.
I think I got to get him on from another end. Okay, yeah, so he's on. Mr. Tamba, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, welcome. I'm Joseph Tama, the Executive Director. I was following the show. I think Charles has said everything along with my system about it. He said everything that needed to be said. So I was just following the show. Like Charles said, that's our plan. So
Okay.
just not to go into detail, he said everything. So we just keep on saying what we can do indoor and then come up with our plan and strategy. But I was following the show.
Okay.
He said everything.
Well, that sounds good. Let me say that we have one of the highest viewership since we have started this podcast. You are aware that we started in the last, let's say, 1 week to 2 weeks. We started this podcast. Today we have one of the highest live reaction to our stuff, comments, and all are coming in and all of those things. So we are very happy, and then we give it up to those people who are burning our data, who are listening to these conversations, and and who also want to form part of this great initiative. And like I said, on Wednesday we'll be having what we call youth dialogue on entrepreneurship and development. And with what you people are talking about, it all borders around entrepreneurship and how Liberians can begin to create sustainable employment for themselves.
Yeah, well,
Having
okay.
said that, people are concerned. How can they form part of this initiative from the earlier stage, because they don't want it to already kick start and then everyone, everything is occupied and they cannot make, substantive contribution and maybe form part of those people who are driving things. So they want to form part. How can one be a part of this initiative from the very beginning, where you people are?
Charles, you want to
Anyone?
elaborate on that, or you
Yeah,
want me to do so?
well, what's going to happen is that forming part of it has different lines. How do they want to form part? Do they want to become partners in the investment of it, or
Okay.
do they want to bring a form partner to get us into their community? What role they want to play? So what we advise is that they can go to our email cllinc.org, cllinc.org, cleaninglibrary okay, cllinc.org. They can go to the website, send us an email, and then we go from there. We talk to them. We have our email address on the website. So once we get that email, or there's a live chat, and we have phone numbers on the website, they can call those phone numbers and talk to us. We'll go into a further discussion, because we can't just sit there and say, oh, you're welcome, come aboard. No, we have to know what you want to do, what you bring into the table. Is it feasible? Is it acceptable by our policy? Because we're trying to have a strong policy of deliverables, management, respect, and authenticity. And of course, want to be authenticated very, very well. We want to be very sure what we're doing. We want to be honest what we're doing. We don't want to be like groups that will come and make noise and collect the people. No, we don't want that. So people that are talking about becoming a part of it, yes, we are excited, but we got to talk with you, because we got to vet you. We don't just anybody can say, oh, come, no, we got to vet you, because we got a disciplined team and want to make sure you remain disciplined. What I tell people is that good news don't go fast, but bad news, before
Go
you say
faster.
jump, it go all over, So let them go
Definitely.
to our website. Yeah, let's go to the website, cllinc.org, which stands for Cleaning Liberia Logistics. And we have a live chat option there, by the avatar there. We have our email address under the contact. Go to the contact page. You will see our contact. We have a place there where you can send a message to us. Then we will engage you, and we'll start a discussion from there and see what you can do. But I tell everybody right now, not everybody be a part, because we have to know your end game, your intentions. Not everybody that come and say, I can do it, mean they can do it. No, we don't want destructive people. So we want people that be disciplined, honest. But right now, we cannot say who will come in. We try to do it the way we can do it best.
Well, on that note, thank you so much for that, Spanish President. Anybody wants to add to
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Well, add to that, like I listened to you previously when you said other organization came about and then they make a lot of promises, said a lot of things. At the end of the day, they couldn't deliver for the people, which is our community dweller. We don't want to be in a same situation, in a same shoe. That's the reason we're doing our first structure indoor. And then we will come to the public, but it's something we want to come different. Remember the first time when I talked to you about the foundation, we said we want to do everything different. It's
Yeah,
nothing
sure.
against other organizations, but we just want to come in a different form, a different factor that when we get out there, librarian will say, yeah, these people really mean for love for the country. I want to do something for the country. It's not about an individual, but love for the country. If you just look at like how you call it, Rwanda, that's how Rwanda started. It was commitment from the people. It's not just about people saying, oh, I want to come on board. It's just saying, but doing is another thing,
Okay.
you know? Yeah, so the
Mhm.
repetition is one of the things, like Charles said, we're looking at the repetition. We got to know your repetition, because it's an image you're taking out there. It's not just about cleaning garbage. We want people to be respectful to each other. Don't just look at someone as a garbage cleaner, but want that respect, that mutual respect. So it's so many factors. But as time goes by, we'll get people to come up, but we can't do it all alone. Like you said, we need people financially, but we'll get to that point. But for now, we're just structuring ourselves, get everything together, and then we will see from there.
Okay. Okay. Let me ask my co-host. Probably he may have some questions around that. Around that.
Mm.
No, do you
Yeah, so really, I don't have question. towards that because I think they have said it right. All
Okay.
rightly. It is very good to always student nurse the people you are recruiting on such programs or such entity
Mhm.
because it will buffer you to see that the organization will fall just because 2 or 3% fall on the field.
Mhm.
It will puzzle you to see that your customers will withdraw their supports because you saw people insulting other customers on the field. So yeah, it is a good thing as we have said that they will student mass and make sure that the people they are bringing on board are of quality, they are responsible, they are having respect for both themselves and for their colleagues, and they are professional in what they are doing. So yeah, that is amazing. Thank you guys.
Thanks,
Well,
brother.
that's good. We will now take parting comments from the team from Liberia Cleaning
Cleaning
Logistics.
cleaning like your
Can I take
logistics.
my party comment first? It's already 10:30 here. Please.
The
No,
man
but
India the man India said
yeah,
Mote parting comments. My
Okay, go
co-host.
ahead.
yeah,
You can, yeah, you
you,
can go ahead first, no
you
problem.
know, yeah, sorry, actually, all the way here, and the thing is, it's already 10:25, 10:26, and there are some things I can't say. I'll tell my comment. You know why I'm always asking, because
Yeah,
Mhm.
so all right. So I
sure.
want to say, it was an honor being a part of this conversation, this interview. I see that this organization has a different path, a different platform they decided to grow and not develop on. And I'm wishing them all the best. I'm wishing them to see, if it is a single community clean in next 6 to 8 months, I want to see that one community clean that I can put my hand and say, yes, I was part of the first interviews that brought these people to spotlight. And I'm happy that they were able to make a community clean that people are proud of. So my support is with you morally, mentally, spiritually, physically, if it is possible. And a day it is possible financially, I will give my own personal support. So thank you so much.
Hey, we
Yeah, my man,
appreciate
good
that.
night.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it so
Good
much, my
night.
brother. That's good.
Good night.
Yeah,
Good night. Thank you so much, Miawe Noah, for always joining us there from India. We'll go to Mambao. Mambao, do you have any closing comments?
Well, I just want to say thank you to everyone that attended this live show concerning sanitation. Everybody wants to benefit something.
yeah.
Mambao has muted. Okay. Mr. Tamba, can we take you? But I
Yeah,
know Charlie will put
yeah,
everything
that
together.
will be the last minute, so let me just come in here. Yeah, it's my privilege and honor to be on your show. Thank you for always having me. And to the audience,
Thank you.
I really appreciate you guys for tuning in, for listening to our agenda or what we want
Mhm.
to do out there. It's my privilege to have you guys listen to. I really appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. We got a lot of things coming up. We can just talk about everything.
Yeah.
So we just got to keep it like that for now. But we'll keep briefing you guys every time we come on your talk show, talk about something later. But it's just an honor, I joined you guys late because I had to do other stuff. But Charlie, thank you for carrying the program. I really appreciate you. You on top of your game, like I always tell you, we're live.
Yeah,
But you are
sure,
on top of
sure.
your game. I really appreciate that for making the audience
Definitely.
to really get to know what we want to do instead of maybe you ought to say that you have said everything already. So I couldn't say nothing much. But thank you for always having me on your show. I appreciate you guys. Together we can work together to
I
make Liberia a better place for other us. There's nowhere like home. I always tell people, home is where you're from, home is where you will be. There's nowhere like home. So that's our goal for this whole project. It's all about
oh,
country and our people. Like I live here, I see how it takes people who clean garbage. I know they respect, they are very respected. Want to take that same respect back home, want to teach our people, you being a garbage cleaner doesn't mean that you don't deserve a respect. So it's just our dream and our goal. So that's what I can say for now. But I'm looking forward to coming back on the show again to do other podcasts or other activities. Yeah.
thank you so much, Mr. Tamba. It was a pleasure having you and always availing yourself to appear on the Nexus conversation here. It will always be a pleasure for us to have you always, whenever there are issues to talk about, you can reach
Mhm.
out to us. We can talk about those issues whenever there is a new development on the initiatives that you are carrying on, that the team is carrying on here in Liberia. Just reach out to us. We will not hesitate to have you online. Charlie,
I think my
Yeah.
power
we're
is back.
coming to wrap
You
the
know,
book.
I think my power is
Yeah,
back.
oh,
She's
okay,
back.
yeah.
Yeah, back to you.
Mamba, sorry, you were concluding.
Yeah, I said
Go
I
ahead.
want to say thank you to
Yeah.
everybody for tuning in. This whole show is centered around something that everybody is doing it for the betterment of Liberia. We all want to be part of a change that will benefit this country. So I want to thank everyone that is watching the show and commenting. Thank you for your time and energy. So thank you.
Okay, thank you too, Mamba. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, Charlie, can you wrap up?
Yeah. So, like everybody said, I first want to say my greatest heartfelt appreciation to everybody that is viewing, both online and on whatever device they are, where they have, wherever they are. We're not promising uh, gold and diamond in this service, but we're trying to start a difference. We're trying to work towards helping our community transition from health crisis to health improvement and success. So we appreciate the community, the public, to please be prepared to work with us. Okay? Our mind is good and we want to do that. So we appreciate the community to please understand that. People will come in the field to work with you when we're ready. Please let us be prepared to work with them. I also want to take thanks to Joe and Mambao for always being there. Joe is always responding to me, everything I put on. He's very
Yeah.
supportive and I appreciate that. Mambao, I can call anytime in the night. She'll pick up her phone, even though she got a soft voice, but she'll make her point, you know. So I really appreciate them. And we'll
Yeah.
be back whenever you want us on. We'll be back. We also have on our website, we have established our radio station, and we're going to set up our YouTube other stuff. So we're going to be having series of live programs ourselves, educating the public on our online radio station. We're going to be there. We're going to have our team invite people to come to talk about all these things and educate the public, because sometimes people get tired listening to all the other radio stations playing crap. So we'll be
Sure.
bringing about healthcare and sanitation development on our channel, promoting it. But we'll come back next time to promote that on this show, God's willing. But thank you very much, Perkins, and I pray God that your show succeed, because this is the only place I realize that we're not talking politics. We're talking
Yes.
Liberia. We're talking
Exactly.
development. We're talking success. So I hope we
Mhm.
stay that way and people come, they don't kind of be talking about politics here. Let's talk about the issue that are affecting our people and how we can help them, how they can benefit. That's a very good way forward. So I thank you very much and talk to you next time.
Well, thank you so much for joining me. From there is a salute to all of you for always joining me. I look forward to having one, two, or three of you on Wednesday. The link is already up. Charlie has already signed it
Okay.
for the youth entrepreneurship and development dialogue that we are having on Wednesday. We want to have 10 young people on this platform discussing about innovation and discussing about entrepreneurship, discussing about development, because we're saying we want to reimagine the role of young people in Liberia developmental drive. And to do
Mhm.
that, you have to bring young people around the table to proffer idea on how they can be integrated and they can be included in the forward march of the nation. And we know that with the energy that young people comes with, if the government can utilize fully the energy and the education of young people, it means that Liberia can be on the right path to sustainable development and can have young people taking charge of the country's progress. And that's what we want to see in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and even beginning now. So thank you so much. There's an extended invitation to any one of you who may have a very a flexible schedule. It's the same time, 4 o'clock sharp. We are on, and we will be having that conversation. We already have people signing in, expressing their interest to form part of the youth dialogue on Wednesday, and we look forward to having a very heated conversation and discussion with Liberian youth across Liberia. Thank you so much. I want to say something first before everybody go. Fortunately, the University of Liberia is graduating. It's 104th. It's having its 104th convocation, and I am not going. I am not going. But I get my colleague. Let me give her some thumbs up. Let me give her some thumbs up. Oh my word, how would I do this? I want to give her some thumbs up. This stuff is only uploading uh video, and that's a problem. I want to give us a thumbs up to by showing a photo. But any which way, okay, I have another way to do that. I have another way to do that right here. Also, it's Beatrice Snyder. Beatrice Snyder, I will read her story. I interview her and I did a story on her, and I'm going straight there to read that story very fast. She actually lives with disabilities. She's in a wheelchair. She enrolled at the University of Liberia around 2017, and immediately she enrolled because there's a problem to commute to and from campus. So she and her mother, plus I think two of her siblings, had to move closer to the University of Liberia. But then, unfortunately, in 2019, her mother passed off, and her mother was the only backbone. Her mother was the only support system that she had to lean on. But then she felt broken down when her mother passed on, and she had this to say. I come in quick. I did an interview with her. Okay, I think I've seen the interview now. Okay, so let me just read an excerpt of her story. Beatrice Snyder's joining at the University of Liberia is a testament to resilience, courage, and unwavering faith, despite being from a poor background and living with a disabilities. Beatrice Sandler was determined to pursue a BSc in English and sociology. She moved closer to campus with her mother, Jobto Snyder, to ease the challenges of commuting to and from campus. Though her disability prevented her from moving on her own, her younger brother selflessly carried her to class every day. But however, tragedy struck in 2019 when Beatrice lost her mother to illness. A strong pillar of support and comfort for her journey has been smashed away. Devastated and on the verge of giving up, she found strength in her faith and resolve to continue. Despite the university's lack of accessibility for disabled students, Beatrice pushed through every obstacle with the help of kind comrades and her unyielding spirit. She successfully forged to the finish line of earning a BSc degree in English. Her journey is far from over as Beatrice now sets her sights on pursuing a master's degree in English and language studies, trusting that destiny and divine provision will guide her forward through rain and sustain and sunshine. Beatrice proves that disability is not inability. And that's Beatrice. Yeah, disabilities. She has proved that disabilities is indeed not inability. You can be disabled, but yet still you can be able to have a very okay. Let me post. I get her now. Someone will bring Beatrice Snyder up. This coming stuff there.
Wow.
You see, she's in her graduation outfit. She's in
Awesome,
her
man.
graduation outfit,
Yes.
and she will be walking out of the word of the University of Liberia in the 104th graduation commencement program. And we are very much excited with her determination and her resilience to forge ahead with her education. That she told me, Perkins, I will pursue, I'm going straight for a master's in English and language studies. And so I want to wish her all of the best. I want to express my deepest and gratitude and congratulations to her for the steps you've taken to reach this far. It has not been easy because I know what it takes to be at Universal Liberia. I have experienced it. And matter of fact, I am the president of the Universal Liberia Association of Students with Disabilities. One of those people who gave me the courage to found this association so that the students with disabilities at the university have a voice to speak was Beatrice Snyder. And all two, we have made substantial gain at the university wherein just this gone time, the RAM project was launched by Orange Liberia. I remember we had to stage a protest somewhere around May on the University of Liberia expressing our dissatisfaction with the learning environment. Subsequently, the university in Orange Liberia, in its corporate social responsibilities, has taken the step to provide for RAMs construction across the campuses of the University of Liberia. That is laudable, that is appreciated, but we also, like I said, in one of our conversations with the former president of the university, Dr. Nelson, that the university should begin to take the lead for inclusive education now in Liberia, because it is seen that colleagues and comrades do not want 2 years ago, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, to still see begging as the only means of survival. We want to change that narrative, and the comrade, the Beatrice Snyder, gave a clearer signal that persons with disabilities no longer see begging as a means of survival. We want to say congratulations, and we want to send a hats up to all of those who supported Beatrice Snyder through her journey for education. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We will now close this session of our live.
My salute to her, man.
Yes.
Okay.
Salute her.
Yes.
Anybody want to say something? You can congratulate Beatrice Snyder. You can
Yeah,
say
her
something.
story is very touching. I just want to say, man, salute to her. I mean, I don't know what else to say because no more be. Once I was back home, I remember going to the University of Liberia, one of easy thing, and she with disability, man. My salute, man. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
I would try to get in touch with her offline to see how best to communicate with her, but I just want to say I really appreciate her effort for not giving up, that never giving up mentality. My biggest salute to her is all I can say right now.
And that's the same thing I want to say to Perkins himself. That was not drew me to the guy. I mean, this guy goes to LU, he's achieving, he's in the country doing everything just like a normal person. You know, I'm not saying that, no, but at least with the disability status he in, look what he's doing. A lot of people sitting around talking crazy every day. Look what he's doing. That's why it drew me to him. He's very determined and focused, you know. So that's what I'm happy for that discussion coming on Wednesday, because that's what other Liberian young people should look at. If I got my 2 hands, my 2 legs, everything normal, I'm not doing nothing, the man with a disability is productive. What's wrong with me? Are they looking at themselves? Or the young people who hold the $725, sending data, sending scratch card and stuff? You know. So I really want to say also excited but practice, because I think it's about a graduate from LU too. And the guy is so, guy's so progressive, and Joe, he's very determined and he's working everybody no purpose. He don't allow this to bring him down. I'm telling you.
Remember we talked about him, you told me I'm like, well, I'm proud of him. But her story is so touching, you know. Her story is so many other Liberians not just disability, but even we, the normal Liberian with 2 hands, 2 for her story is touching, you know. We can learn from her, learn from Perkins that you can make the difference, you know. We all can make a difference in so many different ways. We just need to have that mindset. You know, I'm glad that you bring all the program on Wednesday. We need that mindset that we can make the difference. Meaning the youth population, meaning the youth, we need to look at, we have the country, we get to the country 4 or 5 years from now. I'm not saying a lot of youth looking into that direction, not against any youth, but I see a lot of youth up there just want to have a good time, party. You know, I see a lot of youth, nothing against anybody, let me say this, but we need to have that mindset that we are the future leader for tomorrow. What can we do? What can we achieve to take the mantle, you know? Her story really touched me, really touched my heart. I will get to her. I will get to you off here to Parkins. I will talk to you. You guys are the good example for people out there to learn from you guys, you know? So my heartfelt congratulations to her. I really just want to give her all the salute, if I can give her all the salute. Her story really touching to see her pushing that far. I did mass communication over there. I'm telling you, it was not easy, man. And then for her condition in the kind of situation, to push herself, get her BSc, it really touched me, you know. To not give up in her struggle, losing her mother. I mean, I lost both my mom and dad, but it's left it happen. But still you're in that kind of state of mind, to still push forward for education, achieve or go, and still want to go back, it's really touching. So we all got to learn
Yeah.
from her, A lot of Liberians got to be out there learning from her. And think we can do the same thing and even do more than what she did. So that's all I can
Thank
say.
you. Thank you. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. Charlie, thank you so much for honoring our invitation always. We look to having you on Wednesday in the Youth Dialogue. What we're going to be talking about entrepreneurship and development. We are having a couple of people who are signing in to that to the link, and then on Wednesday it will be a perfect time to have the dialogue around young people participation in entrepreneurship and development. Mr. Tamba, thank you so much too for always joining us, for availing yourself whenever we call upon you, whenever Charlie called upon you, for always coming. Our hearts are filled and we are grateful for your involvement in what we are doing. We're grateful for your support always in what we're doing. Thank you so much. Having said that, we will be closing this broadcast, and then we'll come tomorrow to have another. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Refresh the people of the nations to overcome leadership challenges and transform Africa. To invite a new breed of leaders that will lead by positive example and become the frontrunner in the new generations of leaders in Africa. Faith Foundation's leader shared the visions with his spiritual mother and partners in the United States, Bishop Dr. Rosetta Cox, founder of the Cox Evangelistic Ministry in Virginia Beach. Dr. Cox connected associate partners from other states all around the US, such as Bridges of the Gap in Virginia Beach, Christ Lamps Ministries in North Carolina, Dr. Gary and Tyler of Virginia, Medley Family Care Group, also known as Mama Shoes, in Pennsylvania. To building leaders in Africa. For many years, Paul Skyberry, the founder of Faith Foundation Liberia, has dedicated his life and resources to building leaders in Africa. His foundations provide scholarships for students across Liberia and other parts of Africa. At a young age, Paul started out as a little child laborer, breaking stones and selling it to make a living. He later realized that stone breaking was not a successful business strategy, but rather modern child slavery in the 21st century. While running away from the civil war in his home Liberia, he experienced tremendous suffering across Africa. Today, he is an award-winning author, a mentor, a motivational leadership life coach. He believes that a person can become a better leader by understanding the core values spelled out through his leadership teaching. Qualities such as influence, assertiveness, adaptability, conscientiousness are cited as the most important qualities in books written by Paul. Ambassador Paul Skyberry has taken lead in supporting to solve some of the leadership problems in his community, his home country Liberia and other parts of Africa. So he is now going around Africa providing his own funds and carry on management leadership workshop empowering the new generation. The purpose of his leadership style is to influence and encourage people from the grassroots, local communities, religious groups, the NGOs and local governments to get actively involved in the new generation of leaders to take over and lead Africa in the right direction. He believes that Africa will only rise because of the qualities of our leaders. That is why his new empowerment strategy is to refresh the people of the nations to overcome leadership challenges and transform Africa. To invite a new breed of leaders that will lead by positive example and become the frontrunner in the new generations of leaders in Africa. Faith Foundation's leader shared the visions with his spiritual mother and partners in the United States, Bishop Dr. Rosetta Cox, founder of the Cox Evangelistic Ministry in Virginia Beach. Dr. Cox connected associate partners from other states all around the US, such as Bridges of the Gap in Virginia Beach, Christ Lamps Ministries in North Carolina, Dr. Gary and Tyler of Virginia, Medley Family Care Group, also known as Mama Shoes, in Pennsylvania.
Too much time retyping ads and designing flyers? Imagine a world where your marketing is seamless, professional, and always on point. Unlock the power of your brand with Data Charlie MSP. Introducing Data Charlie MSP, your new secret weapon in digital marketing. We handle everything from the initial.
Live now from Fox, I'm Stephanie Quinu. Time right now is 2:27 Eastern, 11:27 Pacific. And I do want to also branch out to some international news. You're taking a live look at the border between Israel and Gaza. Israel's military says its forces recovered 6 bodies in an overnight operation in southern Gaza without saying when or how they died. These are the bodies of 6 hostages kidnapped by Hamas. Now, Hamas says some captives have been killed and wounded in Israeli airstrikes, though returning hostages have talked about difficult conditions, including lack of food or medications. The recovery of the remains is also a blow to Hamas, which hopes to exchange hostages for Palestinian prisoners, an Israeli withdrawal, and a lasting ceasefire. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said, quote, "Our hearts ache for the terrible loss." There were no immediate reports of any casualties among Israelis or Palestinians in the recovery operation. Hamas is still believed to be holding around 110 hostages captured on October 7th. Israeli authorities estimate around a third are dead. Now, this comes as U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken met with fellow mediators in Egypt and Qatar today to continue working towards a ceasefire in the war in Gaza, despite resistance from Hamas and Israel. In a new statement, Hamas called the latest proposal a, quote, reversal of what it agreed to previously and accused the U.S. of accepting what it called, quote, new conditions from Israel. There was no immediate U.S. response. Netanyahu, meanwhile, told relatives of hostages in Gaza that a key goal is to preserve our strategic security assets in the face of great pressures from home and abroad. He noted the capture of a narrow buffer zone along the Gaza-Egypt border that Israel calls the Philadelphia corridor. Neither Hamas nor Egypt wants an Israeli presence there. And so we did want to share the very latest out of the Middle East as we continue to cover all developments as Israel's military says its forces have recovered the bodies of 6 hostages in an overnight operation in southern Gaza, not saying, though, when or. Welcome back to Live Now from Fox. I'm Stephanie Quinu. Time right now is 2:27 Eastern, 11:27 Pacific. And I do want to also branch out to some international news. You're taking a live look at the border between Israel and Gaza. Israel's military says its forces recovered 6 bodies in an overnight operation in southern Gaza without saying when or how they died. These are the bodies of 6 hostages kidnapped by Hamas. Now, Hamas says some captives have been killed and wounded in Israeli airstrikes, though returning hostages have talked about difficult conditions, including lack of food or medications. The recovery of the remains is also a blow to Hamas, which hopes to exchange hostages for Palestinian prisoners, an Israeli withdrawal, and a lasting ceasefire. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said, quote, "Our hearts ache for the terrible loss. There were no immediate reports of any casualties among Israelis or Palestinians in the recovery operation. Hamas is still believed to be holding around 110 hostages captured on October 7th. Israeli authorities estimate around a third are dead. Now, this comes as U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken met with fellow mediators in Egypt and Qatar today to continue working towards a ceasefire in the war in Gaza, despite resistance from Hamas and Israel. In a new statement, Hamas called the latest proposal a, quote, reversal of what it agreed to previously and accused the U.S. of accepting what it called, quote, new conditions from Israel. There was no immediate U.S. response. Netanyahu, meanwhile, told relatives of hostages in Gaza that a key goal is to preserve our strategic security assets in the face of great pressures from home and abroad. He noted the capture of a narrow buffer zone along the Gaza-Egypt border that Israel calls the Philadelphia corridor. Neither Hamas nor Egypt wants an Israeli presence there. And so we did want to share the very latest out of the Middle East as we continue to cover all developments, as Israel's military says its forces have recovered the bodies of 6 hostages in an overnight operation in southern Gaza, not saying, though, when or how they died.